Hello and welcome to question 6 of this WJEC past paper. The Anglesey Show is a 2-day event held every August. Part A. On the first day, a random sample of 2,000 visitors at the show were asked, "Do you live on Anglesey?" 640 of them answered yes. What was the relative frequency of those who answered yes? Give your answer as a decimal. So out of 2,000 people that were sampled, 640 of them answered yes. However, we've been asked to give our answer as a decimal. Remember, to do this, for a terminating decimal, we just want some multiple of 10 on the bottom to show us the number in decimal form. So I'll explain what that means throughout the question as we go. Basically, for this question, we're going to want some multiple of 10, 100 or 1,000, or maybe even 10,000 on the bottom. But I can see here that the zeros cancel top and bottom, giving us 64 over 200. So it's looking like we're going to want 100 on the bottom. If we divide by 2 top and bottom, that's 32 over 100. 32 over 100 is the same as 32 in decimal form. Divide by 100 once, twice, so we move the decimal point back 2 times because 100 has 2 zeros, giving us an answer of 0.32. So I hope you can see what I did there. We had an answer in a fraction form, but we needed it as a decimal. So I was looking to get some multiple of 10, 100 was the answer in this case, but this could have been 1,000, 10,000, even 100,000 and upwards to get our answer into this terminating decimal form. So that's part A. Part B. On the second day, a random sample of 3,000 visitors at the show were asked the same question. The relative frequency of those who answered yes on this day was 0.42. Calculate the relative frequency of those who said they lived on Anglesey when the samples for both days were combined. Give your answer as a decimal. So our answer to part A was 0.32, and we actually had 640 out of the 2,000 said yes, and 2,000 were sampled. So I'm just noting down this info. But this time we have 3,000 sampled and a relative frequency of 0.42. So we need to find how many said yes out of this 3,000. We do that by timesing 0.42 times by 3,000. I would do this by doing 3,000 times by 42 and then moving the decimal place after. So 2 times 0, 2 times 0, 2. So we know there are going to be 3 zeros straight away. 2 times 3 is 6. A 0 because we're now in the tens, not the units. 4 times 0, 0. 4 times 0, 0. 4 times 0, 0. 4 times 3 is 12. Add down the columns now. 0, 0, 0, 6, 2 and 1. And this wasn't 42, it was 0.42, so 1, 2, that's where our decimal place goes. So 1,260 said yes out of the sample of 3,000 on the second day. So now we need to do 640 yeses from the first day plus 1,260 yeses from the second day, and in total 5,000 people were sampled across both days. 2,000 from the first, 3,000 from the second. So we just need to add 640 plus 1260 and divide that by 5,000. I'm just going to add down the columns to keep it nice and straightforward. 0, 6 plus 4 is 10, carry the 1, 6 plus 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9, so that's 1,900 people divided by 5,000. And again, we need to give this as a decimal, so we're looking for some multiple of 10, 100, 1,000 on the bottom. We could see that 2 zeros cancel top and bottom, leaving us with 19 over 50, which is the same as timesing by 2 top and bottom, gives us 38 over 100, and much the same as part A of this question. That's the same as 38 once, twice, backwards because of 100 having 2 zeros, giving us an answer of 0.38. So that's the answer to part B. Part C, which of the following is most likely to give the best estimate for the relative frequency of visitors to the show living on Anglesey? Circle your answer. Well, part A, the sample size there was only 2,000. 0.42 was the sample size of 3,000. But our answer to part B used a sample size of 5,000, which is the biggest sample size out of the lot. So there's our answer to part B. And there's our explanation also. Biggest sample size was over both days. The best estimate, we want the biggest sample size because that will be the closest number to the true population that we're trying to measure. So there's the answer to part C. And there we go, all parts answered for question 6. I hope that's helped. If it has, please leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel. If it hasn't, or if there's any questions, please leave a comment down below. I'll try and answer your question in the comments, or I'll consider remaking the video to clear up some things. But if that's it, thank you very much for watching and keep up the hard work.